Viewers, law finally catches up with the Luthra brothers, the owners of the Birch nightclub in Goa, where 25 people lost their lives in a fire incident last Saturday. They thought that by fleeing to Thailand hours after tragedy struck, they would escape the clutches of law. But they have been tracked and hunted down in Phuket, where they have been detained by Thai authorities. The National Crime Bureau, which is in fact a designated agency of Interpol in Thailand, informed that Indian authorities about this particular detention. And my colleague Isha Mishra, who's been tracking the developments in Thailand, filed these reports from the Phuket hideout from where the duo were detained, and from the immigration center even, where Luthras are currently being kept.
It is game over for the Luthra brothers as they have been detained from Bangkok in Thailand. We're reporting from there where the Hotel Indigo behind me, this is the exact spot from where we are being told that they were picked up. We previously also reported sources confirming that they were around this area. This is a tourist area. You can see there are several shops here as well, and this is always hustling and bustling with activity. The Luthra brothers are now waiting deportation to India while we bring you exclusive ground reports from Ground Zero in Phuket. It is game over for the Luthra brothers as they have been detained in Phuket in Thailand. They are currently lodged into this detention center. This is the Phuket Immigration Office. This is where they have been lodged. We were hearing from our sources that they could be taken out anytime in the evening today, but now because of paperwork that is stuck, they will be taken out and deported tomorrow. What is still unclear is that if they will be taken to Bangkok or straight to India. But what we know is that this was a massive success for Indian authorities who work in tandem with the Thailand police to nab the accused and bring justice to the 25 victims who lost their lives in the Goa fire tragedy.
Right, we have Isha joining us live from the detention center. We have other reporters, Priyank, Bhavtosh, as well as Deepankar joining us. Rishabh also with us, and Rucha joining us now from Goa. Let's quickly come across to you first. Isha, of course, has been getting us those exclusive ground reports from Thailand. Isha, take us through what exactly authorities are telling you. When is the deportation likely to take place? Are they likely to be moved out today? Is it likely to happen at a later date? What are your sources telling you?
The Luthra brothers tried their best to evade the Indian law, but to no avail as now they have been detained. And currently we're reporting from the immigration center in Phuket in Thailand, where the Luthra brothers are currently lodged. In fact, we saw visuals and images of the two of them in handcuffs with their passports being confiscated as well, confirming that they are indeed lodged inside. What we got to know in the morning, they were detained early in the morning from Hotel Indigo, where we did file a report, but we were expecting them to be taken out today only, but because of the level of paperwork that needs to be completed, it is expected to be done tomorrow. However, Goa sources have been stating to our other colleagues that it may take more time. But again, this is a massive victory for the Indian authorities. They worked in tandem with the Thailand police. After the blue collar notice was issued, things paced up, and as a result, the Thailand police moved and quickly spotted the Luthra brothers and detained them. Like we previously also reported, Madhav, they were indeed at the location as we reported, because that was where they were the most inconspicuous.
All right, stay with us, Isha, because we're going to come back to our reporters for more breaking updates now. And there's more details coming in about the Luthras. This is what investigators are telling us about the Luthras who were tracked down after the blue corner notice was issued against them, the copies of which have been accessed by Times Now. The focus is now going to shift to their deportation. Now, sources have told Times Now that Indian embassy officials, along with the Goa Police team, will eventually travel to Phuket. CBI officials could also accompany them if required, as they are, of course, the coordinators as far as the Interpol India is concerned. Now, Indian officials will formally identify the two accused, and then paperwork is expected to be carried out. After the entire process is completed, deportation then follows. Now, there's more breaking updates coming in on this aspect of the investigation. When the fire broke out, Luthra brothers were attending a wedding in the capital. They were informed about the incident and immediately made a getaway plan. Ajay Gupta, who was another accused arrested on Wednesday, was present in Goa when the fire broke out but was not at the site. He, however, took a flight on Sunday morning and left for Delhi. When Goa Police went to his residence in Gurugram, he could not be found. He got himself admitted in a hospital in Lajpat. He was traced there on Tuesday. And these movements have shown that the accused tried to escape and hide themselves instead of taking responsibility. More updates coming in. One of the Luthra brothers has a long-term visa for UK, but both the brothers decided to leave India for Thailand together 4 days before the fire broke out. The brothers, along with family members, had returned from Dubai to attend a family function over there. Bhavtosh is getting us all those details. Bhavtosh, it's very clear. It's not just the Luthra brothers, it's also Ajay Gupta, who very much ran away rather than taking responsibility. As owners of the restaurant, the least they should have done is own up and take moral responsibility. But they were not there. They just abandoned their staff and their employees and their managers, leaving them to their own devices.
Yes, Madhav, in fact, the vicarious liability should fall on them, and that's what the police in their investigation and investigation by other agencies have revealed. The fact that Ajay Gupta, who was present in Goa, though not at the spot, decided to flee from Goa instead of being with the staff members. At least 15 of them died in the fire. He immediately took a flight out of Goa, reached Delhi in the morning, and then subsequently went to his residence in Gurgaon. And once he realized that he is named as an accused in the FIR, he got himself admitted in the hospital in Lajpat Nagar, where he was ultimately traced, and then he said that he is too unwell to join the investigation. He was discharged and then arrested. The movement of Luthra brothers are in fact becoming very clear. At the time when the fire broke out, they were attending a wedding in the capital, in a farmhouse in capital, and they were immediately informed about the fire. They could have joined the investigation in Goa, but they decided to flee. Now, what the investigators have said is that they went through their passport, and they have found that one of the brothers has a long-term visa for London. He wanted to, in fact told his brother that he is moving there, but the family member said that both of them should go to Thailand and then try to see some kind of legal advice, but they finally have been detained. What this clearly shows is that they had a plan. They wanted to get some kind of legal relief, but the Thailand authorities have detained them. It's just a matter of few days before they are brought here in the country, and then they will be formally arrested.
All right.
Behind the doors work has been completed, but the
all right. And in fact, stay with us, Bhavtosh, because Times now spoken exclusively to the Goa Chief Minister Pramod Sawant on this issue. He's detailed the next steps after the Luthras' detention in Thailand. Listen in.
We are seeing massive action. Deportation is in place. When are we expecting the accused, the Luthra brothers in Goa?
Today morning only उनको detained of Thailand में किया है. Within a short span of a time, 4 to 5 days, with the help of the Government of India, central government agencies will bring them to the Goa.
Will the Goa Police go to Thailand?
Definitely the Goa Police and our team from the Government of India, CBI, they'll go to the Thailand and will bring them to the Goa.
What is the strictest action that the Goa government is planning, and how is the case is being strong?
We had already booked them under the different sections, so definitely they'll go behind the bars.
Rucha, why will it take so many days? Why is it taking a time? Has the Goa Police decided when it's going to leave? Who are the officers who are going to actually visit Thailand to identify the accused? What is the police telling you?
Currently the action plan is being discussed. We are outside the CM residence, where the key meeting is currently happening. The DG, DIG, IG are present here, and since morning we have seen continuously CM was sitting in meetings with the senior police officials of Goa Police, and they are still making a plan. A special team which will be going to Thailand is on standby as of now. One of the team is already there in Delhi, who had gone to grab the Luthras, but now a new team is what we are hearing that will go to Thailand with the help of the CBI, and the Chief Minister has confirmed that it is going to take 4 to 5 days more for the entire deportation process. They will be produced before court, and the process is going to take some time. So it is just wait of 4 to 5 days to get them back, get them behind the bars, and they will be brought here in Goa and then will be produced in court, and then the investigation from the Goa Police will continue, because Goa is the location. Goa Police were the ones who had filed FIR, who had issued the circular, the lookout circular, and the incident that took place, massive fire, was reported from Goa. Goa's
Okay.
Arpora, Birch by Romeo Lane is also located here. So it is going to be Goa Police that will lead the investigation. As of now, what we are learning, as the Chief Minister has spoken with Times Now and confirmed that it will only take 4 to 5 days more to bring them back.
Well, 4 to 5 days is a
in Goa.
considerable
And
amount of time. What will happen within those days remains to be seen. In fact, we have more breaking updates coming in as far as the action on the Luthra brothers coming in from Thailand is concerned. The immigration police have begun their preliminary questioning of the Luthra brothers. They were asked about the specific purpose of their travel, and officials are verifying their documents, conducting background checks, and immigration police have also questioned them regarding the Goa incident, is what we are told. The handover can happen within the next few days. Priyank is joining us for that. Priyank, what exactly are your sources telling you as far as the immigration police are concerned? What are we looking at in terms of how long this process could take?
Madhav?
Priyank, you're telling us about the immigration police having met with the Luthra brothers. They are at the detentions at the immigration center under detention. What exactly have we learned? How many days could it take? Because Rucha is telling us that the Goa Chief Minister said that it could take up to 4 to 5 days.
Yes, certainly, Madhav, Rucha is absolutely right, because there has to be court order which need to be taken by the Goa police officials. But there is one more information which I've just got from the Goa DGP, that the Goa police has now received the impounding order of the accused who have been detained there in the Phuket Immigration Department. We saw the visuals of the Immigration Department IMM, which is Immigration Department of Thailand authorities, from the Thai Immigration authorities, going to this Indigo hotel and detaining these two accused. Their hands were also handcuffed with a plastic strap. Now the Goa police is saying that they have received the impounding order, and since it's a court procedure where they have to go along with the CBI official, which is a nodal agency, with the Interpol unit, so the SP rank officer from the Goa police will be soon travelling to Thailand along with the court order which they are yet to get from the concerned court, and then the deportation can happen. So obviously it will take 3 to 4 days of time period. Today we broke that information around 3 p.m. that today the deportation and handing over is not happening. Okay. So it might take 3 to 4 days time period.
All right, it will take about 3 to 4 days for that to happen. And in fact, let's shift focus to the Delhi court, where Luthra brothers have applied for anticipatory bail. No relief has been granted to them. The court has dismissed their plea, and in fact the court has pronounced the order after hearing arguments of both applicants as well as the state government. The Luthras try to play the victim card in court as they claim that authorities are targeting them out of vengeance. Let's take a quick look at the arguments in court. This is what has been stated by the state government. They said that flights were booked soon after the incident. They've also said that you wake up at 1:15 a.m. and book a flight. We're also told that people were dying and you fled. This is some of the observations coming in from the court. The travel undertaken to evade a probe. They had no business interest in Thailand, is what we are told. And also that you held a fire show in the restaurant. These are very strong observations coming out there from the court hearing. You say people arrested should bear the brunt, and probe shows only one entry and one exit. There was no license to run the restaurant. The trade license was also expired. Notice for demolition was issued in August. Of course, Luthras have countered yesterday and today in the court. They've come out to say that they're wrongly being portrayed, that they ran. My operational managers were in Goa. I've gone to Goa only twice. I'm setting up a restaurant in Phuket. Authorities on path of vengeance. Everything being done is for revenge. One restaurant raised, another seized. Sort of epileptic. Gaurav has neuro issues. Man before the court, never an absconder, was ready to return if granted protection. Applicant, his wife, receiving threats. Loss of lives wasn't intentional, and the arrest shouldn't be for punitive revenge. Let's go across to Deepankar. Deepankar, this is of course the details as far as the court order is concerned. The court order, Deepankar, says that the applicant has stated that there is an immediate threat to life. However, the applicant has failed to show any basis or the basis of any such apprehension. The action taken by investigating authority or by the court, as per law, can't be said to be an apprehension of threat to life. The ticket was booked on 7/12/2025 at 1:17 a.m. and the flight departed at 5:20 a.m. on 7/12/2025. Though the applicant has concealed the above said fact, stating that he left to Phuket on 6/12/2025 prior to the incident. Let's go across to Deepankar. Deepankar, the court is very clearly saying that if transit anticipatory bail is granted, there exists a real and imminent likelihood that the applicant may influence, intimidate or threaten the witnesses, thereby obstructing the investigation. Over to you, Deepankar.
Well, yes, these are very clear observations that the court has made, and where the court has also raised questions on the conduct of the applicants, on the way they have misguided the court, where they have refused to divulge all the details. The court has very clearly said that they had said that they went out of the country on the 6th. However, the records that were produced before the court showed that they had gone on the 7th morning at 5:20 a.m. The court has also said that the apprehension that was showed by the Luthra brothers, that they might be attacked, the police is taking action in a vindictive and vengeful manner. All these cannot be showed regarding when the police is taking actions as per law. The court has also raised a very pertinent question over here, where it has stated that why did they not approach the court of jurisdiction, which was the Goa court, since the entire investigation is centered around Goa. The Goa Police is investigating. The court has raised a very pertinent question as to why they did not approach the Goa court and why were they not divulging all the details about this, and taking into consideration all the facts, and also including the fact that the offense that had happened, the incident that has happened, is a very grave and serious nature. The court has dismissed their transit anticipatory bail and has refused to grant them this bail applicant.
Deepankar, stay with us. That's a big development coming in the court. The court not giving any leeway to the Luthra brothers, and this is what government sources are telling us. More breaking updates. The blue corner notice initiated by India, responded by Thailand, and Luthras are in custody of Thai authorities. India will need a court order to extradite them to India. Goa Police has to get a court order against the Luthras for India to move forward. Rishabh joining us with that update. Rishabh, this is very significant. This is what top sources in the government are telling us about what the next course of action is. But what does India, does it specifically when the officers go, will they be carrying this court order with them, and getting that court order itself will take some amount of time. So how quickly then can the deportation or the extradition of these individuals happen?
Well, definitely. Before the extradition happens, Madhav, there are technicalities that need to be taken into consideration. And that is the reason that, when Chief Minister says that it could take 4 to 5 days. See, these are two countries talking through Interpol channels. Goa Police will have to take CBI along, given that CBI is the nodal Interpol agency here in India, and NIB in Thailand will be talking from Thailand's side. As of now, the government sources confirmed to Times Now that yes, Luthra brothers, both Gaurav Luthra and Saurav Luthra, are in custody of Thai authorities. The Thai authorities have responded to the blue corner notice that India had initiated via Interpol. Now the paperwork need to be done.
Okay, Rishabh, as well as Deepankar, Bhavtosh and Rucha, Isha and Priyank, I'd like to thank all of you for joining us with all those breaking inputs. We're going to continue to report on the story. The fastest updates, the biggest breaking news, you're getting it first here on Times Now, from Goa to the national capital to Thailand. All those exclusive reports and breaking updates right here on Times Now. Thanks so much for joining us on the show this evening.